College worth it. You sit there, oh, I got good grades. I think I'll go to college. And you're really happy about it. Now, before you do all that, hear me out. Big Brother Zay here, aka Zay Rashad. Um, I got regrets about it. So let me fill you in. Before and let me tell you this before anything. This is just my personal opinion. All right. Don't take the little bits and pieces of what I'm saying and make your own opinion out of it. But from what I've dealt with, I was not supposed to go to college. I was like, man, I'm not going hard in school. I don't care. My goal was to work on the railroad because that's what was paying around where I'm at. I live in Virginia, not the northern part, but the southern. I'm like, I'm gonna go there and work there. My principal was just like, I'll say Rashad. I ain't gonna say my last name. Rashad, you gotta no. If you want to get on you want to get on the railroad, you gotta go to college. They gonna want that. I'm like, this is senior year, and I'm like, oh gosh, I haven't planned. I haven't really fully tried. So what am I do here? Like, oh my god, my life, I'm screwed. So I ended up looking. It was two places I got to choose between because of my GPA. I didn't care to do all that. I had other homies. They're sitting there. They're in the books going crazy and all that. Especially one of my homies, my close homies. He did amazing. He was doing so good in school. But guess what? If you ain't got no money to go to college, them grades mean nothing. So he did all that working hard and didn't even get to go to the college he wanted to because there was no money set aside. So my GPA was probably like a 2.5. All right. Because I was just like, whatever, don't care. I'm just trying to lift weights. This has nothing to do with me. Like, I understood it. But I took the SAT and I knew someone that took it 3 times and I got higher than them on the first time. There's a difference in being book smart and street smart and just there's different levels of being smart, all right, or having intellect. So I had the choice, Norfolk State or Radford. I ended up I put in a application for Radford. I was like, I'm not going to Norfolk State. I'm being 100% honest with you. I didn't want to be around nothing ghetto. I didn't want to go to no ghetto area. That's just not who I am, all right? That's not the type of energy I want to be around. Like, I avoided that. Even though I'm pretty sure it was probably a dope place. It probably would have been super dope, but I was like, nah, that's not my style right there. So, end up waiting on Radford. End up getting there late. Super late. Like, it was where, when I finally got my acceptance, they were doing 3 people to a room. I ended up accidentally getting a room because they had standard and traditional. I was like, what's the difference? So I went with traditional. Just thinking, I was like, I don't know. I was like, is it like wings? Like traditional wings? All right, I'll just take the regular jank. End up getting in the honors place. I got in the honors place somehow because they ran out of space. But long story short, skim past all that. Where I am today, I'm 26, turning 27 next month. I got a criminal justice degree and a minor in sports administration. It means nothing to me. I didn't want to be a cop. I chose what I was gonna do when I was 17. I went to college at 17. I chose that then. Of course, over time, my ideas are gonna switch. Like a 17-year-old mind close to a 22-year-old mind is always gonna be different, contrary to what you think. So I'm like, okay, crap. I'll take it on my classes. I'll end up in more debt if I sit there and try to switch my major. So at this point, I'm like, this is stupid. So now I'm just stuck in this and I have to take these general elective classes. I'm taking geology. What does a rock have to do with me trying to be in the FBI? What am I going to do with a rock? I'm like, oh, this is granite. This is a pinkish granite. I learned this in my class. That ain't going to help me. I ain't going to learn nothing with that. So I get through that. Fast forward again, blah, blah, blah. I finally graduate. Later payments. I'm like, okay, cool. I see how much I owe. I'm pretty sure I owe around $80,000. They call me all the time. Hey, this is Great Lakes. They call me and all that. Didn't help me find a job. They were able to give me that loan. Like, here you go. You need some money? Sure. Here you go. Won't help you find a job. They just let you out there. All right. So now I owe them money, and I'm not even using my degree for what it should be used for. You get what I'm saying? So it was the biggest waste of money ever. But here's the kicker with that. The reason I say it's a waste is if you're just going there to focus on your grades, you're an idiot. I was an idiot. I spent all my time in the gym and just doing schoolwork and all that. I wasn't out having tons of fun talking to people and all that. The reason why it's imperative that you end up talking to people is because college is meant to be connections. Somebody in someone's family has some kind of connection to something, and they like, hey man, you live up there? Oh man, let's go get some drinks. Then you sitting there go talking with it. You're like, man, I got a couple job opens and all that. You can start off making this. That's where college is essential. That's why if you're going to Yale or something like that, you stand a better chance because you can end up, you're around a whole bunch of families of wealth. Eventually, somebody's going to have a job that you can skip somebody that sat there and worked hard their whole life. Their resume, you can skip that. That resume means nothing because somebody has a family member that's in a high position where they can hire you. That's what college is for. If you go there for grades, you are not going to get what you want. It's not going to happen. You're going to sit there and realize once you get out, oh, I'm screwed. I got out making $8.03. I had to sit there and work, like paying for my apartment. My apartment was $190 rent. Utilities and all that were around $60 per person, and my paychecks were $280 every 2 weeks. So do the math on that. I was broke. I was just there miserable. I'm like, wow, this is life. This is really life. Like, I don't want to live past 25 if this is where I'm going with it. Like, make sure you mingle and speak to people if you do go to college. If you don't, become an entrepreneur. Come up with your own idea. All right? Sitting there slaving in the office like, oh, I'll make an extra $1 or $2 if I get promoted, but I have to work harder. Man, you making the bottom. There's somebody out there making hundreds times that you getting. And they ain't doing nothing. They just had an idea, came up with it, and now they're sitting around having other people do it while they go play golf. Imagine that, man. So what you choose to do with college, just make sure you take these tips that I gave you and you really consider it. Because you could, look, if I had $80,000, guess what I could be doing? I could have spent that on a camera back then, got some good camera, got everything. And I would have been perfectly fine. Would have been perfectly fine. But I did meet some friends that I can say that I'm happy to have them in my life. So that's pretty nice on that. But hopefully this helped you. Let me know any other topics you want to hear. Make sure you like the video. I'm here to just give advice. This is just stuff based on what I went through. Big Brother Zay,